Well, first things first, let's verify the customer complaint. Yes. Ignition on. Run. There we go. Battery sign, visit workshop. Alright, let's see if we can diagnose this, shall we? I'll run the scan, I won't go through the whole thing with you, and then we can have a look. It's a vehicle. It's got loads of bits and pieces on, but we're looking for the one for the little battery. 9062 G1-7 auxiliary battery is defective, stored or not installed. Now that's the one that we're going to be hitting right now, because that's where the customer complaint is. As far as I remember, I could be talking rubbish. Oops. But I've got a feeling the battery is either under the driver's or the passenger seat. Now I can't remember which, being old. To be fair, I didn't have great memory when I was young. Let's have a little look under here, shall we? The auxiliary battery, I believe, is next to the main battery. Oh, pick off that, and we're getting progress. So that's the main battery in there. There's someone replaced this before. Got a little flappy bit here. Undo these little clips, yos. Right, I'll have to put you down a sec so I can get to the clips. So, putting this bit of duct in, there's a little hole there that lines up with that little piece in there. So basically lifted it off there and brought it out around that way. Some clips at the front here. These ones I've just lifted up. Give it a wiggle. It's all a bit tight, and I'm doing it by hand, but that wiggles out like so. Now, can we see an auxiliary battery down there? Let's get a bit of light. Got my lamp on it. Now, you can see down there, auxiliary battery. It looks like an original one, so it's probably as old as the vehicle, which is a number of years. And to get that out, we have to get this battery out. So nice and solid. Let me tackle doing that. So look at the battery. If you come down, there's a bracket. You see the two nuts there? You're going to want to remove those. So along those pliers maybe to help get the nuts out, or a magnet. I'm going to use a magnet. So we'll undo those. We should be able to lift the seat up. There we go. And hopefully this is going to give us some good access. Looks like it. So the seat fully up gives us a lot more room to see what we're doing. It would have made our life a bit easier to have done that in the first place though. Try and get that bit of carpet out of the way as best we can. So we have these two nuts down there. Then we have a negative here, and the positive is kind of back here, so we need an extension to get that on. Let's get the negative, well, let's get the two nuts out of there first. Not sure how well you're going to see this. Got a little stand here, but it'll probably fall over. think this ain't gonna work. It might do if I'm careful. There's a little vent here, just wiggle that out. So that's out there now. I mean, you could do this whichever way you want. Do the negative first if you wish. Let's get a 10mm with an extension on it. So the magnet on a wire. The 10mm, put 10mm on there. 10mm socket with a relatively long extension. So we'll attack the negative bit one first. It just needs to loosen them off. That's moving now. Looks like some aftermarket something on there. Not sure what it is, but we'll plug it back in anyway. Get that out of the way. Somewhere for now. I want a little top hat that go on there. Now these two nuts. Are they 10mm or am I telling lies? They're not 10mm at all. I'm lying. Let's try 13. Try 13. But you know what? They're probably going to be 12s, but let's see. So I've got 13. Well, they were loose anyway. That should be one. Get the other one out. I knew that would happen. Awfully sorry. Now let's find what we can find. That's one. Here's the other one. That's the other one. Come on. Oh, almost. Almost. That's the clamp. Now we want to reach down with our socket and extension down to where we can see the connector for that. That looks a bit odd. Right, okay, so that's the other side. I wonder if we've got enough to pull that battery out a bit. Normally you have a nut like this where you can reach to with your socket, but the nut's on the other side on this one. Just to make life interesting. I wonder how much on that cable. Let's have a little wiggle and a pull and see what we can do. I mean, these old things are heavy. I'm gonna have to bear with me a little bit. I'll try and work my way around the battery. Right, so there's no way of getting to that with a spanner. So what I'm gonna do is undo these two here. I mean, your one probably won't be like that if it's original. This isn't original. So that's the battery kind of halfway out. And it just keep lifting and pull it towards you, but it's a two-handed job. but just so you get the idea. So that's the hard bit done. That's the battery out of the hole, and now you can see quite clearly the auxiliary battery here. So you normally just pull down this tab here, disconnect two terminals off of it. You can get the other one off. That's disconnected. Slide it out. It's easier to get out than the main battery, that's for sure. Then we can just test that battery, but it looks a little bit mank. Excuse me. So I've got the multimeter set up. I'm expecting sort of over 12 volts. 11.8. That's not as low as I thought it'd be. I wonder if I can test this. I doubt it. Bearing in mind that it has been running. Let's see how well it holds. See if I can do this. Put on there. And just like there. Oh well, look. Look at that. All that is a little test light. See that dropping? Take it off, the cover's back up. That's dropping way too quick. Right, I'm going to put a battery in. I think that should solve that problem. And here's what I've taken out of it. Let's see what we can get from our supplier. So it's arrived. Yosa. Just check. One thing to note, connectors round a different way. 12 volt, 1.2 amp hours. 1.2 amp hours, 12 volt. So it's, but bear in mind the connectors around a different way when you install this. Also, it looks like the tabs are the same size, whereas on the original, the negative is slightly smaller than the positive. Anyway, let's get this installed. Installation, as I say, is a reverse of installation, or taking it apart. So it's exactly the same thing. We're going to get the little battery in position, get the big battery in position, mess about with this, and then we'll start up the car, and hopefully that little naggy battery visit workshop sign will be gone. See you on the other side. So battery's installed now. Get the seat back so I can go in it. Put it back down. Go find the key. Right, we're in. Got the key. Now this is going to be a moment of truth. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Why are we not let's see. A few minutes. And obviously you've got to reset all your bits and pieces. Don't think that's standard anyway. It's looking good. It's normally come on by now. Put it in gear. Well, I reckon that's a fix then, ladies and gentlemen. So it's pretty straightforward, wasn't it? This little ML320. So if you get that warning message up with a little battery display, please visit workshop, that's possibly what it could be. All good. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell to get notified of new videos as and when they come out, and please leave your messages and comments in the box below. Thanks for watching.